International community don finally declare mazi Nnamdi the prisoner of conscience. Una know the meaning of this, o. That means all the whole gragra wey Nigeria government do put am for prison na in vain. Mazi Nnamdi will emerge as a winner of every allegation wey dey give am. We go play the video make you watch as this our brother take describe am. Stay tuned, share and follow this page for more updates.
We are winning the battle finally because there is a breaking news. Yes, there is a breaking news. Mazi Nnamdi has finally been declared a prisoner of conscience by the Human Rights International. Oh my God, I don't know how to say this, but I will say it again. Mazi Nnamdi has been declared a prisoner of conscience by the Human Rights Watch. This is a masterstroke, and in fact, this is the first international civil society organization that has had, the vocality to declare Nnamdi Kanu a prisoner of conscience, which is a term universally known as somebody who is being arrested and being imprisoned because of what he believes in, not because of what he actually did, according to the UN and other global bodies. So yes, it is not a small thing at all, because it is clear that they do not agree that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, and they also do not agree that all these things they did in the court by Omotosho was actually the right thing. Listen to this. To declare someone a prisoner of conscience means an organization believes that the person is being detained unjustly for their beliefs or identity, not for committing a real crime. Which means a prisoner of conscience is someone who is jailed because of their political views, religion, ethnicity, or opinions. Or somebody who did not use or support violence also. And also somebody who is being punished just for expressing themselves or who they are. Now, it's basically saying that this person should not be in prison at all. Important conditions means for someone to be called this, they must be non-violent, their detention must be purely for beliefs or identity, and that there must be no fair legal basis for holding them. Why does it matter? When a person is declared a prisoner of conscience, it attracts global attention. Also, activists may campaign for their release from now, and also the government will face pressure to justify or end the detention. This is good news. I did not see you clap to this, because I remember many months ago when we were begging the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, mostly the senior lawyers, who, when Omotosho was doing them left and right, we said, it's better we abandon this case so that Nnamdi Kanu will now be seen as a prisoner of conscience. Because the more you keep defending yourself, lawyers defending you in court, people will see that you are defending a case because you have something to defend. But if you reject any form of defense, perhaps stand for yourself, just like he stood for himself, the attention of the world will see it that clearly you are tired, because you can't do anything in that court that they will ever give you victory. So what you're saying in clear is that I know I am not being tried in this court because of what I did. So I don't bother at all. Even my lawyers, I don't even need lawyer again. Because no matter how many law we quote in this court, they will never give me judgment. So Nnamdi Kanu decided to hand that case himself. And that is where this master stroke came in. Because he did not lose that case. He had no lawyers. He recused his lawyers and, took over the case. That was the master stroke that is now yielding fruits. Now all the bodies are seeing it that, hey, this man didn't even have a defense. And because he knows that defending himself in that court was a suicide. And that is why they are coming out one by one to declare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a prisoner of conscience. Make no mistake, like I told you here, a prisoner of conscience is somebody who is being maltreated. It's like somebody who is going for, what do you call it again? Asylum. Thank you. A prisoner of conscience running away from his country for what he believes in. He didn't commit any crime, but he finds himself running away from their political environment for his own life. So other countries will accept you because it is fair. So a prisoner of conscience happens to be somebody still in the country in detention, suffering for a crime he never ever committed. So this is like saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we believe that you are not a terrorist, first of all. You are not a criminal. And we are ready to stake ourselves for you. We are ready to take your matter up. And other of our colleagues are going to join. The world is going to take note. And before you know what is happening, the UN is going to declare, the AU will declare, the EU will declare, the America will declare, all the countries will declare openly now, not hiding it. Because once civil society group comes out for you, it gives other countries or basic, stronger countries moral, obligation to speak openly without hiding anymore. Because the public, the human rights, the stations, the media, the journalists have spoken. Therefore, the world will speak openly. Because the journalists are the ones that do the investigations. Civil society are the ones that do the investigations to know if actually this man is a criminal or not. So they've come out to give Nnamdi Kanu that clear white page, that red carpet. You are not a criminal. Do you know what this means? Because there are people in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, who believe somehow that Kanu has one or two crimes he committed. No, I'm telling you for a truth. I'm telling you. Yes, because the imperialists has gone ahead to support Nigerian media and they are busy going around spreading rumor, Kanu is this, Kanu is that, and people tend to believe such things. Calling IPOB, this one, that one, everybody in the southeast, the youth there arrest him. No, they mix these things up and jumble it and throw it there as propaganda, which I beg all of you, please, don't listen to propaganda. Don't listen to propaganda. So, I'm very happy for this first step because this is the first time. This is the first time any human rights group is coming out and stamping their feet, telling Nigeria to their face that what you did on that very day, on November the 20th, was an abuse of justice, a theft of justice, a shrine of injustice. This is a very big vote of no confidence on Omotosho, a very big vote of no confidence on Aromolo, and other judges that took part, wrote that judgment, cooked it up with a 7-count charge saying that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Human rights have come to say that what you did on that day is a charade and a betrayal of your years of practice as a judge. Simple. Are you going to argue? Are you going to argue with international body? You cannot argue. Because definitely many judges in Nigeria today are already on watch list, American watch list. Some of them are already tried for fraud here and there. Many of them are even going in right now for questioning. Many of them are even in EFCC net. Many are international net. Interpol are on their neck. A lot of people, a lot of judges in Nigeria smell and disgust of corruption. But this is not for them. This is just me being happy, thanking God for this first step, because I told you I will be here to announce the emancipation of Ndigbo, the freedom of Biafra, and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I will be here to do it. Gradually, we are getting there. Every puzzle is getting fixed one after the other. And with the 100-man committee Kanu is about to inaugurate, and with these gradual steps being taken, we are coming out of this thing victorious. There is no other way about it. Nnamdi Kanu is so great to be in prison. He is so big, so he is so pure, so clean to be in prison. I'm not saying that people in prison are not good or great enough. No, I'm just saying that this man himself staked his life for people, millions of people. He has no business to be in prison. Such a man should be enjoying himself in the Maldives or in Cayman Islands or in any good island around the world enjoying himself with the resources of his people, financing him, than being in prison because he was ready to do anything for us. Till today, he refused to take bribe. He stood for us. Why shouldn't we stand for him?
My wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch this video, I bet may you share, drop your own opinion in the comment section as you don't read.